I don't really go on YouTube a lot, but I'm usually on TikTok or Twitch, so come check me out on those. However, today I want to share with y'all a really, really off meta, a really fun, great build. This is my explosive chilled ground disciple source. I have a mobalytics that will be down into the, it should be in the comic section or the bio of this video. I want to show you how it works today. So how it works is that you need to wait for your frost mages to freeze, and when they freeze, you'll pop your disciple ability to explode the chilled ground, which then will deal cold damage and chilling damage. And now you're like, what is chilling damage? If you go read the skill, you can chill enemies as though dealing 200% more damage, and causes a 200% freeze buildup. And then you're like, well, what about bosses? Well, bosses are different stories, so that's why we have our sand skill. Our sand skills are going to be mostly used on any enemy that's tanky, so bosses, and just really hard yellows, like that. And as you can see, it's really cool. Like, look at that damage. That yellow is destroyed. Now, and how you scale this is you want all minion stuff. Everything that involves minions. Everything. And my mages are dying. Okay. Oh no. I may die. And not every build is perfect. Obviously, I may die in this video, but that doesn't mean it doesn't work. As you can see, it really does work. It's just Abyss is a bitch. But another part about this build is that you're not completely useless without your minions. You have your sand skills. These sand skills are, again, like really important. This is where your damage is going to come from and whatnot. And you, as you notice, you don't have a lot of minions, but that's fine. You don't need a lot of minions for this build. And I'm surprised I lived that fight. I do have a mobalytics left that will, like I said, that will be down, and as soon as I'm done with this map, I will share with you on how the build works. This is live gameplay too. This is not edited. This is I don't have any T15s, but this is a T12. Now, the best part about this build is that not a lot of people have build guides, to my knowledge, for disciple setups. And I'm still working on it and whatnot. I mean, I'm still working on it, still trying to min-max the damage. And I am going to go to step by step on why we have all the skill points we do and whatnot. And yeah, I know there's a lot of items I do not have a loot filter on yet. Ah, look at that, preserved rib. Ah, and an Abyss Curse's halfway. Our rarity find isn't high either. We're at a 55. So if y'all could, obviously y'all are gonna change the equipment, so y'all could probably push that higher. But I really want to show y'all this. This is a really good build. From that one Abyss, y'all saw that. But now we're gonna, hopefully, that should be the only Abyss in this map. I love running Abyss. Abyss is my favorite content. Yeah. We are glass cannon, so we will take a lot of damage, trying to boost the survivability. The equipment I'm using now is not cheap, but there is a cheap option on the mobalytics. The first imported set 1 is cheap, imported set 2 is not cheap. This is also a League Star build. You can use this from the beginning. This is also a 0 to hero build, so you can load into the game with almost nothing and work your way up and be perfectly fine. I had no struggles going through the game. I was absolutely annihilating everything. My dad was also using the build, and he loves it. And he also said that it's a 0 to hero build, so I showed I showed a couple of people live in Path of Exile earlier. They said that it was a really fun build as well. It looked really cool. If y'all want to know where I'm at mostly, come watch me on TikTok. Come look at my videos on TikTok. That's where usually most of my build guides are going to be at, because it's short, easy, and that's what I'm usually on. I usually don't mess with YouTube because the algorithm is like really, really bad. Um, I do stream on Twitch, and my Twitch and TikTok are the same. It's cold_night 2004. If y'all have any questions, just holler at me in DMs. My Discord is cold_wolfie 96. If y'all want to go check me out on, if y'all want to add me, just in case y'all want to DM me or anything like that as well. No, if y'all think this is a fun build, I mean, look at it. It's great. We'll get into the numbers later, but for short preferences, your main boss killer is doing 52,000 damage with a 400% crit multiplier with over a 30% crit chance. And your chilling ability, the one we're using now, annihilating the map, this is hitting at 91,000 damage with a 200% crit multiplier with a 25% crit chance. And your frost mages are hitting 2,000 damage with a like 300% crit multiplier with a 24% crit chance. See, he's tanky, so we're just gonna use our sand ability and annihilate him real quick. But I'm gonna be honest, this is a T12. It should work in really late game, as y'all can see, because I am just walking this map, other than that abyss at the beginning. Usually abysses don't go like that. Usually I can spawn kill them like crazy, but I think that one just had a lot of yellow boost. Oh, see, we almost died there. We get hard though. Our chaos resistance is not maxed. I will be honest about that right now. Our chaos resistance is not maxed. But as far as dealing with chaos damage, usually popping a flask and then annihilating the enemy is usually what we do to get that done. Like this is also, like I said, I promise this is live gameplay. This is not edited, this is not clipped or anything. This is live gameplay. Alright, that's most of the map, so I can show y'all some boss damage now. We're just gonna go head over to the boss, do some boss damage, and then I hope y'all like this. And you know what, if y'all do like it, get the build out there, show people what this is. And also keep a lookout. I do a lot of meta builds, I do a lot of off meta builds. I prefer off meta builds, but I will use a meta build till I get to this point. With this build alone, I have made, I think, like 7D. And I've only been playing this build for like 3 or 4 days, so 70 in 3 or 4 days, that's pretty average for me. It's not best, obviously. There are people who can make these within hours with probably better builds that on higher amounts of damage. As far as dealing with pinnacle bosses, I died a couple times with Coolmac, but that's about it. And even then, that was literally because I did not know the mechanics. I haven't fought Coolmac before until yesterday. Alright, so here's some boss damage. Okay, so we got Candleman's from Act 1. This is going to be interesting. So how the combo works is you're going to start off with your R2. Damn, I got one shot. Okay, we're just going to die. How about that? Like I said, glass cannon. Alright, we're going to try this again, shall we? I really hope I don't die in the boss fight making this. That would suck so bad, because then it's like, oh, he's lying. I'm not lying, I promise. Oh, nope, I guess I am lying. Well, that's irritating. Okay, we're gonna try backing. We're gonna get him. This last attempt, hopefully we get him. I don't know why he's hitting so hard. It's really weird. Usually I do not have a problem with bosses. I'll probably make another video showing some short clip of boss damage. I'm gonna stand way back here, getting away from that. There we go. Okay, so you're gonna start off with your R2, and then hit him with a triangle when you can. Go back to R2, And you're going to spam these abilities until he gets that. Then you're going to use your square to sword drop him. There we go. That's the boss damage that we're looking for. And like that, boom, just died. And don't worry, I am not going to edit that part out of me dying, because I don't want to do that to you guys, because, like, that's like, oh, he's got this perfect build, and y'all go try it out, and then all of a sudden I'm lying, and I'm not. So, there you go. And now, we're going to get into the details about the build. So, here's how the build works, and this is how, I'm only going to explain the core mechanics, because that's important. So, everything we do is scaling with minions, okay? So we have this jewel here for minion damage. We have this right here because of this area right here. This gives us our crit damage. This gives us our attack speed and more damage off our minions, right? And so we grabbed a bunch of useless stuff like all this. We don't need that, but our minions do. You're going to want cooldown recovery, so you're going to want this node. Usually people don't choose this node, but we want this node because of that minions have 20% cooldown recovery. And then you want this node, which is 10% increase damage with command skills for each different pre-existent minion. Now, the thing about pre-existent minions is everything we have is pre-existent. This guy, this guy, this guy, and these guys. So that's a 40% increase damage command skills. We got another 40% and then increased damage command skills of our scepter because of the core in it, which is really useful. You want minion damage and another minion crit damage thing there. You could probably find a better one with higher spirit with better. Our helmet is another +2 to minion skills with only a cold resist because, well, we need it. We use Karen's Call because minions get our resistance, more damage. We use Bones of Allure. Now, I'm not going to ask, like, why are y'all using Bones of Allure? It's because of the increased reservation. That is important. Because the reason that's important, it gives us more minions. Now, you're like, why do you have a Blind Spectre? How this build works is that our Frost Mages do freeze buildup, which triggers Frost Nexus, right? And we use Frost Nexus to trigger the last Mirage ability. And we use this to freeze targets, which also creates Frost Nexus. And this this literally funds itself. Once it gets going, it does not stop until you run at enemies, which is pretty fast. We have Skeletal Warriors with the 2 free ones with nothing but Meat Shield, Minion Mastery, Rapid Attacks, and Hulky Minions just to tank. Now, best part about Hulky Minions, like, but the increased efficiency. No. As long as you do not move on to 3, they will not take increased reservation, and they will still get bonuses from Gigantism, which is why they're really big. Hold on, where are they? Yeah, so you can see one next to the map device. He's taller than the Frost Mage, so they still get that bonus. I really hope y'all enjoy this build, and I will be posting the link of Mobalytics also.